You may be looking answer to the question how to use a henna cone or how to hold a henna cone. Well, you are in the right place. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Murshida. I have been doing henna professionally for the last 5 years. Now trying my best to help other passionate people to learn this beautiful art of henna. And today is the day 2 of our Henna Lancer workshop, which is an online workshop to learn henna art with zero cost. So if you are interested to join this free workshop to leverage your henna art, please join to our WhatsApp community. I will add the link in the description below. If you missed the day 1, don't worry, you can catch up by checking out the previous video. I will also link it in the description. In our last video, we covered the theoretical aspects of henna art, the history, the culture, and some science behind it. Today, we are diving into the practical side of things. I remember when I started my henna journey 5 years ago, I wished someone had guided me through the nitty-gritty details. So, here I am to share my experience and knowledge with all of you. Today's focus is on henna cone, a henna artist magic tool, or I'm calling it as magic wand. We will discuss how to use it, how to hold it, and how to even cut the tip of the henna cone, the pressure, speed you have to apply on it. These might seem like very small details, but trust me, they make a world of difference in your henna application. So first thing first, cutting the tip of the henna cone. The way you cut it can significantly impact the outcome of your designs. I'm using an organic henna cone with an open tip. Henna cones can either have an open tip or a closed tip. Some artists use a pin while rolling the henna cone, resulting in open tip. Others may choose an open tip. I personally prefer the open tip because it allows more precise lines. I which something I find essential in intricate designs, but it completely depending on the each person. The best tool for this job is a pair of sharp scissors. A jagged edge on your henna cone badly affect the smoothness of your paste, so make sure they are in excellent condition. Hold the henna cone and the scissors in a perpendicular position. This ensures a clean and straight cut. Now, when you're ready, make the cut in a single and confident snap. Precise here is key. If you're unsure about how much to cut, start with very small snip. You can always cut more if needed. Remember, it's easier to trim little more than deal with a tip that's too large. Take your time and gauge the size by doing a small test on a surface. Once you are satisfied, you are ready to create the stunning designs. Now move to the next part, how to hold the henna cone. The way you hold it can impact the precision and control you have over your designs. I will demonstrate different grip styles and share which one works best for me. Remember, comfort is key and always there is no perfect way to hold the henna cone. It always varies people to people. So just go and check it out which one is more comfortable for you. Similar to holding a pen, like the three fingers, the thumb, index finger, and the middle finger are using to hold the henna cone, and the other two fingers are supporting our hand. So the thumb is using to squeeze the paste, and the index and the middle finger are using to move the tip of the henna cone. It's actually good to hold very close to the tip, like the fingers are very close to the tip, but it depends on the size of the cone. Actually, the cone which I am currently using, it's little bigger for me because this is the one we are usually selling. It's like 30 gram, and the one I am personally using on the braids is like 15 to 18 grams. It's good, better than it's less than 20 gram is really good if you are an henna artist. The paste over this part is you are going to use to draw the design, so we can call it working paste, and the back side is the storage paste. So once you are done on the working area, you have to squeeze more paste to the from the storage area to the working space, and make sure the working space must be full and bulgy always. So this is the way I used to hold the cone, like which is my thumb is almost at the middle of the cone, and nowadays I am using the cone which is little more closer to the tip, which gives more control over the design. It's very important to take care of our wrist, otherwise it end up in a wrist pain. So make sure our wrist is well supported either on the surface or on our other hand, and we are moving the wrist always to draw the lane, so make sure it's well supported on the surface, or you can use your other hand if we need little height. A clean tip is really important for a neat design, so always keep a napkin or a paper towel with you. And next session is little interesting. It may sounds like a physics class, but I'm really sorry. So we are talking about the pressure and the speed we need to apply on the henna cone. For the pressure, I mean the how much pressure you are applying to squeeze the paste, and the speed, how speedily you are moving your fingers or the hand. Which means if you are using high pressure, the more paste will come out. If you are using less pressure, the less paste will come out. Which means you can use the same cone to draw the thin and the thick lines like this. So I am using the same cone to draw both the thick and the thin lines. Now I am applying very low pressure and the high speed, which is really good for drawing the shading. So high speed and the very low pressure like this. So it is for the shading techniques. Now I am using a normal speed and the normal pressure, which is good for the lines, something very which you need like an even. So it is good for the lines, the normal speed and the normal pressure. And a high pressure and low speed end up with a thick lines like this. So thick, to draw a thick lines using high pressure in a very low speed. So this is one of my favorite technique, using low pressure and the low speed. It is using for to draw the margins or the borders. It's really help for the very neaty design. I think it's time to wind up today's video. I hope I covered almost related to how to use a henna cone, and hope this video is really helpful. Yes or no? Please do a comment. I would love to hear from you. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.